Hello everyone and welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things we've never watched or listened to before. And today we are taking on a song. I love how I say taking on, by the way, like we're fighting the song. No, we're taking a listen to a song called Certainty by Black Veil Brides. Now I think I have covered a Black Veil Brides song early on in the channel history, but it wasn't a song that I have gone back to much. However, I think everybody who's heard of Black Veil Brides has probably heard of Fallen Angels, which I really enjoy. And one of my most played songs last year was Rebel Love Song by Black Veil Brides, which I'd not heard before, and then it came up as a recommendation on Spotify, and then it seemed to be like every week I was listening to it. But I think I ended up playing it 40 or 50 times throughout the year. So not like religious amounts, but it was definitely in the top 50, I think, of songs that I played last year, and probably in the top 20, to be honest with you. I could go and look on my Spotify Wrapped stuff, but I'm not going to because that would waste your time. But I really enjoyed it. So I saw that this song was out, and I thought, what do they sound like now? What are they doing now? Because even that song that I listened to, which I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a Demon Barber video. It might have been called Bleeders, actually. Come to think of it, is it another song like that, or is it a completely different style change? I don't know, but we're gonna find out now, because we're gonna play it. Okay, not what I was expecting. Very choral so far. Certainty. You know what that reminded me of? You know the DJ keyboards from school. Yeah, there was one button that used to go excellent, dictionary, certainty. Certainty. Good groove. Okay. Okay, really interesting. It's not quite what I was expecting. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit more. What's the word? I don't know what the word is. But yeah, it's definitely on the heavier side of rock, isn't it? And actually, in a lot of ways, reminds me a lot of songs you might hear around in and around the wrestling fandom in the sort of early 2000s, mid 2000s. Certainly with the guitar tone that is being used, that's the vibes I'm getting. Very interesting, actually, very interesting. I kind of can't wait for if there's going to be a breakdown on this. Come on, is this a breakdown? Kind of. That's a long scream, growl. Oh yeah, it's definitely a breakdown now. Really liked how the bass kind of soared there. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's not what I was expecting, but it's certainly similar to some music that I have enjoyed in recent years. I mean, I think that you could very much compare it to President, which I've covered on the channel recently. Not directly, it's not exactly the same. I think President was more sort of, there was a lot of metalcore behind that, whereas I don't get the metalcore here. But I think the song structures are very similar in terms of you expect that breakdown, you get the sort of screams. You could say that maybe Bring Me the Horizon have paved the way for this kind of song to be more popular in recent years. But again, I don't think this is in the same realm as really as that. But you can certainly hear the similarities, I think. But yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, if you played someone, you know, Rebel Love Song or Fallen Angels, and then played them this, I don't think you'd think they were the same band. Which I suppose is, you know, there's, I think, like over a decade between Fallen Angels and now. I think it's been out at least that long. So I suppose it makes sense. What's with the goat? Does anyone know what's with the goat? Oh wow, this is nice. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, I quite like that actually, and more than I thought I would when it first started. I think it was a nice callback, like I say, to that era of wrestling songs before they went all bloody hip hop. Not that there's anything wrong with hip hop, but I think wrestling should always be rock. Just because it was when I was a kid, and I hate change. But anyway, this isn't a therapy session. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely a different style from the songs I've heard from them in the past, but not in a bad way. I think it's a good progression, and I'd be really interested to hear what other sounds they make these days, or whether it's all kind of this. Yeah, very interesting. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.